All right, everybody. Some updates for you on the border here in Texas. Some great news. Governor Abbott sent a letter to just about every Republican governor in the country to respond to the border crisis after Title 42 has been lifted. And so far, 14 GOP governors have responded and they're going to send resources or they have sent resources here to Texas. Let's check this out from the Daily Signal. It says Republican governors are sending national troops to the southern border. Governors of Arkansas, Iowa, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, South Carolina, South Dakota, Virginia, West Virginia announced this week they will send troops and resources to Texas to support the work of Governor Abbott in Operation Lone Star. Let's see. Sarah Sanders, who's doing a fantastic job up there in Arkansas, is sending 80 National Guard troops to the border in July. Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt will send troops as well, but has not clarified how many. North Dakota announced they will send 100 National Guardsmen to Texas. Mike DeWine of Ohio is sending 14 state highway troopers for 2 weeks. Governor Kristi Noem in South Dakota says she will deploy about 50 National Guard troops this summer. Let's see. We also have Glenn Youngkin of Virginia. He will be sending about 100 troops and 21 supporting personnel agents to support Texas from the Commonwealth. West Virginia Governor Jim Justice is sending about 50 National Guard troops and airmen to the border for up to 30 days. South Carolina is sending troops as well, and he has not announced how many. He said the safety and security of South Carolinians require that we stop the drug cartels, criminals, terrorists from entering our country to peddle their poison. Iowa Governor, she's doing a fantastic job as well. Iowa Governor Kim Reynolds said Tuesday that she will send 100 National Guard troops and 30 Department of Public Safety personnel to the border. As like I said, this is in response to Governor Abbott's letters to these governors to join forces and secure the border, try to secure the border. Now we have some governors have already answered the call, like Idaho and the governor of Idaho and Governor Ron DeSantis have already sent troops to the border and resources like boats and aircrafts and things like that. Mississippi as well. May 17th, Mississippi announced he was mobilizing National Guard to hit the border. He's been mobilizing Customs and Border Protection officers and agents along the southwest border. And like I said, Ron DeSantis, the day before that, had over 1,100 assets and resources available to aid the Operation Lone Star. He has about 800 National Guard soldiers and 200 Florida Department of Law Enforcement officers ready. Since the start of the Biden administration, Customs and Border Protection reports encountering more than 5.5 million illegal aliens at the southern border. And since the fiscal year of 2023 began, CBP has encountered more than 1.4 million illegal aliens. They've seized a record amount of fentanyl at the southern border so far this year. Now, this is a great job because this is a great thing because we know that Biden is not securing the border the way he should. So it is very, very good to see Republican governors come together and do what they can. Yes, some are sending more than others. Like Florida is sending much more than what Arkansas can do. I was reading on Twitter and one person said, why is Sarah Sanders not sending 800,000 troops? Well, she doesn't have that many troops available in Arkansas. So sending 80 troops is something. Along when you have Governor Ron DeSantis sending all of his troops and personnel, you have other governors sending 100 here, 50 there, over the course of the span of the couple of months. It's going to help out with making traffic stops, stopping smuggling, intercepting drugs coming through across the border, standing there as a show of force along the border and repelling people away. These things are effective and have been proven to be effective just by what Governor Abbott has done here in Texas alone. if you have not seen video, there is video of National Guardsmen here in Texas sending people away who try to get across the border. As you see in this picture, there's a wire. They've laid down tons of wire along these open entries, and they've also used other things for deterrence. You know, like they have drones and planes, boats going across these rivers, and just staying there alone with these trucks, these Hummers, is a show of force. You also have the Texas Department of Public Safety making traffic stops, getting seizing lots of drugs and weapons, making arrests. So these guys doing a fantastic job. Now, it's not the perfect solution. Of course, we want to see these people deported, but unfortunately, it's a job of the federal government to do. And since they're not doing that at the rate that they should be, these Republican governors are stepping up to the plate and filling the gaps in as much as they can. So this is why I was never worried about seeing a massive rush at the border of, like 1 million people, rushing the border trying to get in. But because I knew Governor Abbott was going to have these governors step up to the plate. Some of them went down to Austin, had a meeting with them of what they can do, and look for spots that they can take care of, and how they can combat this illegal immigration we're seeing at the southern border. So great job to Governor Abbott. Great job to the governors, Republican governors around the country, for stepping up and keeping our southern border secure, doing the best they can. I also saw somebody else. I'm on Twitter a lot and reading the comments and things like that of these posts, and somebody said, "Why is Nebraska sending troops to the border? That's not a border state." Well, when you have fentanyl coming across the border and it's filtering its way throughout all 50 states, yes, you are a border state now. This means it is affecting you and affecting the people of your state. You have illegal aliens coming across, going to different states, being maybe they have family members or somebody in other states. So yes, applaud these governors for doing a great job in stepping up and sending whatever resources they can, whether it's 2 weeks at a time, whether it's a month. But all of this is going to help out, to stem the flow of illegal aliens coming across, or at least seize a lot of these drugs which could kill people. So yeah, it's good to see a show of force and unity among the Republican governors, which I think is very important to our country as a whole, to red states to hold the line, to stand together against this radical Biden regime we have in office right now. Look, if it weren't for the red states, who knows where we would be as a country. These red states are kind of like a sanctuary, in a way, from the Biden administration, because the governments can do certain things to protect their people and push back on this nonsense. All right, guys, thanks for listening. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Take care.